Alright guys, today we're making an individual cherry crisp. So we start with 1 cup of fresh cherries, a little bit over 1/8 of a cup of water, a little bit over 1/8 of a cup of sugar, 5/8 of a teaspoon of cornstarch, and I don't know if you guys do this, but I do this. I like to drizzle in just a little bit of molasses. I think it gives it a really nice flavor. Not too much, just a little bit, because this is just an individual serving after all. And then we just stir it up and let it bubble away until the cherries start to break down. It takes about 10 minutes. Hold tight until you see what it looks like. Here you go guys, this is what it looks like. You see how it's starting to bubble and look delicious. The sauce is thickening up just a little bit. It's gonna be perfect. So it's been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna let it go for 5 more minutes and then we're gonna pour it into our container. All right you guys, 5 minutes later and look at this. You could eat this just as is, or I'm gonna make cherry cobblers, little crisps. You can do 1 if you've got a normal size ramekin. I've got baby ones. I think a little bit of dessert is enough, so I'm gonna put it in 2 different ramekins and make 2 little ones, and I'll just share with my hubby, maybe, or maybe I'll eat both of them, I don't know. And you fill it all the way up with the delicious looking cherry mix. Make it even, don't make it even, it's your choice, whatever floats your boat. Look how good those look. So good. And now, time for the topping. Here you go guys, topping. This is 1/8 of a cup of gluten-free flour. Don't judge me, but I really like the Walmart brand. It's really cheap, it works, it's great. Yeah, I mentioned cheap and it works. And then 1/8 of a cup of sugar, 1/8 of a cup of oats. Now you could use crushed nuts here, you could use flaxseed, chia, whatever your little heart desires. Cinnamon, now probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm of the mindset you can never have too much cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I just shake it in until it looks sufficiently cinnamony, which ends up being 1/8 of a teaspoon to 1/4. Depends on your cinnamon level. Cinnamon's super good for you, so you can't go wrong. And then again, I drizzle in just a little bit of molasses just because I love the flavor. And I think it adds a little depth. Just a smidge, nothing crazy. And then you want to take your butter, and this is 1 tablespoon of cold vegan butter. You could also use coconut oil if you wanted to, just make sure that it's cold. And then if you're like me and you don't mind using your fingers, use your fingers and just mush it up. You want it to be kind of chunky, you want it to all come together. For the vegan butter, I definitely recommend one that is a firm butter. I know there's a lot of really soft ones out there that are delicious, specifically on bread and stuff like that, but for making a crumble, you want it to be a little bit firmer of a butter, and the colder you can get it, the better. If I was doing one for like a whole pie, I definitely would not be using my fingers because it would melt too fast, but because I'm just doing a little baby ramekin, it's totally fine. All right, you see how that's coming together? It's kind of clunky, it's in chunks, it's all mixed up. All right, then we grab our ramekins. Again, if you just had one, this would be perfect. And then you just want to push it on. Make it as even as you can. Try to actually get it in the ramekin instead of on your counter. That would be amazing. And then I like to just kind of pat it down. Note my fingers, a spoon or something would be really well for this. I'm eating them, so I don't care. If I was making it for someone else, I definitely would make this more hygienic, you guys, with a spoon. And then I just like to pat it down. And then boom, that's what they look like. I'm popping them into the oven when I'm cooking something else because it seems wasteful to run the oven just for those. Let's check back when they're done. Here you guys go, after 20 minutes in the oven, $3.75. You get some bubbly, delicious. Can't wait to dig into these cherry cobblers. So good, yeah.